Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you are new here. My name is Kayla and today I will be doing a collective reading for you guys. I have already cleansed the space and said a prayer over the cards, so we're going to go ahead and get the overall energy with this oracle deck, clarify with the tarot, and finish off with the final message from Spirit. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing all right, better every day. Let's go ahead and get into the overall energy of the reading. Please and thank you, Spirit. One card, please and thank you, Spirit. Make sure it falls out or turns over completely. One card for the overall energy of the reading. One card, please and thank you, Spirit. Alright. Try not to be too loud because my children are in there sleeping and I don't want to wake them up before I can get this done. So we have number 16, all that glitters, coming out as the overall energy of the reading. Okay, so the number 16 could definitely be significant. All that glitters, a need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you are not, chasing after every sparkly new thing, being mercurial. The oracle's message: it is only human to want to adorn oneself and trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds. These icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing, or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it is time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlining them. Imagine that all that glitters is gone. Would you still desire the person or object? Okay, so with all that glitters coming out as the overall energy of the reading, I feel like Spirit just wants you to, look past the outer appearance, okay? Because just because someone is all dressed up as it says here, that doesn't mean, they're just doing it for, well, most people only do it for validation, okay? They only do it so, most of society only does it because, it's going to make people look at you a certain way, like, oh, you have a lot of money, oh, you're better than this person because you have this or that, and they don't, a lot of people are superficial, and that's just the truth of reality. So Spirit wants you to maybe make choices that are not based on outer circumstances, how things look, okay? Maybe go with your feelings and emotions rather than intuition, I'll say, okay? Because sometimes our feelings can get us caught up in things that we are not supposed to be in. So, but also just don't be superficial, okay? Maybe don't judge a book by its cover. All right, let's get some clarity and see why all that glitters is here for the overall energy of the reading. You know what? Okay, I'll start with these. Clarify overall energy, please, and thank you, Spirit, for the overall energy of the reading. One card, please, and thank you, Spirit, for all that glitters. All right, I just want to say how beautiful it is that, everyone gets to sleep in. Well, I hope you guys are able to sleep in because we're able to sleep in, and it's beautiful. It's currently 11:30 in the morning, so it's pretty late, because, during the school time, we were getting up at 6 a.m., and I would have had this already done by like 8 or 9, 10 at the latest, okay? But when we don't have to wake up early, there's no alarm waking us up. And especially now that my children are asleep, this is the first thing that I can do to, I'm going to go ahead and get this out the way first, okay? The High Priestess comes out first. Intuition, sacred knowledge, the subconscious, divine feminine, trust yourself, sensitivity, purity, high morals, okay? At the bottom, the Empress, abundance, nurturing, fertility, feminine, good parenting, development, accomplishment, growth, evolution, and action. And then right behind that, we have the Eight of Pentacles, diligence, passion, high standards, apprenticeship, mastery, skill development, repetitive tasks. And then the Hangman, pause, surrender, letting go, new perspective, enlightenment, viewing things differently than before, deep insight, sacrifice, change, and release. Okay? So as I said, originally when I pulled this card and before anything else came out, I said maybe follow your intuition with, filling things out rather than going by how things look. Okay, so this could be clarifying that, follow your intuition. The sacred knowledge that you have, I feel like that is your intuition. Maybe contact with the divine, your higher self, okay? The subconscious, as it says here, divine feminine, trust yourself, okay? Your sensitivity to, just really how you feel about it. And with the high morals, I feel like that's clarifying it too, just not being shallow or materialistic, okay? And then with the Empress, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Hangman at the bottom of the deck, just maybe seeing things differently, okay? Enlightenment, as it says here, deep insight, new perspective. I feel like Spirit is saying you need to focus on their efforts, okay? With this Eight of Pentacles, the diligence, the passion, the mastery, the skill development. If they're doing repetitive tasks, like, always, focus on their patterns, I feel like, okay? High standards, apprenticeship, mastery, skill development, repetitive tasks, passion and diligence, okay? And their character as well, I feel like here with the Empress, okay? As it talks about good parenting, growth, fertility, development, accomplishments, abundance, nurturing, okay? How they treat people, maybe how they treat you, okay? Maybe focus on that rather than, as I said, the outer appearance, okay? Let's see what else comes out. Please and thank you, Spirit. What else for all that glitters? One card, please and thank you, Spirit, for all that glitters. I'll shuffle one more time if nothing comes out. Alright, so the Fool card falls out. New beginnings, possibilities, innocence, spontaneous, optimism, trust in life, blind faith, adventure, opportunity, and pleasure. At the bottom, Ten of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the Eight of Pentacles again. So, of course, after this, I'm going to shuffle the cards. The Ten of Pentacles talks about wealth, financial security, family, long-term success, contribution. The Hangman, pause, surrender, letting go, new perspective, enlightenment, viewing things differently than before. Deep insight, sacrifice, change, release. And then the Eight of Pentacles, diligence, passion, high standards, apprenticeship, mastery, skill development, and repetitive tasks. With this Fool card, new beginnings, possibilities, innocence, spontaneous, optimism in life. Trust in life, blind faith, adventure, opportunity, pleasure. Okay, I feel like Spirit wants you to accept new opportunities or challenges, okay? New possibilities, new beginnings. Okay, maybe don't go into things expecting too much with this innocence here. Be optimistic, okay? Trust in life. Have faith that things are going to work out, I feel like, okay? Maybe enjoy yourself here. Enjoy the opportunities to meet new people or your new possibilities, okay? Take adventures, maybe, okay? But all in the same aspect of following your intuition, okay? Confirmation, my phone just buzzed. The Ten of Pentacles, wealth, financial security, family, long-term success, contribution. Maybe you're stepping into a new phase, era, cycle, okay, where money is coming to you more frequently here with this Ten of Pentacles here. Virgo may be significant. Okay, maybe you're releasing something, seeing something differently, getting some type of enlightenment, okay, some type of change. All right, maybe like you're seeing the fruits of your labor. The hard work that you've been putting in is paying off at this time, okay? Let's see what else, please and thank you, Spirit. I'm going to shuffle, as I said. Let me not forget that. Excuse me. It's very quiet in here. And this is just how I like it. I'm not trying to be too loud. As I said, my children are sleeping. And I would want to get this done before they come out. Because first things, they're going to come out. Can you make me some cereal? I'm hungry. Alright, let's see. What else for all that glitters, please and thank you, Spirit? One card, please and thank you, Spirit. Maybe trust your intuition. All right. Your sacred knowledge when it comes to, trying new things, okay? Trust yourself. The Queen of Swords comes out. Unbiased judgment, independent, clear boundaries, direct communication, clear-minded, perceptive. At the bottom, we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Three of Cups as well. So that talks about the Seven of Cups. And that's like illusions, choices, maybe being confused, okay? The Queen of Swords, unbiased judgment, independent, clear boundaries, direct communication, clear-minded, and perceptive. All right, I feel like, as it says here, you're seeing things differently now. You're not able to be, I feel like, manipulated, confused. Okay, you're seeing things with the clear mind here, as it says, okay? And with this Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Three of Cups, I feel like you're maybe not moved by financial things already because you already have, you already are in the Nine of Pentacles energy. As I said, Virgo could definitely be significant, okay? You're self-sufficient, okay? Financially independent. Things are falling into place for you, I feel like, at this time with this fruits of labor and rewards. All of the hard work that you've put in is showing at this time, okay? Maybe you're being very choosy, I want to say, kind of, okay? Really thinking about your actions and who you're gonna collaborate with, okay? Or, be friends with, partner up with, okay? I feel like it's just saying that you're not just going for anything, okay? You're being very decisive, I feel like, okay? Maybe like checking, good or bad, that type of energy. Making a list, checking it twice. What else, please and thank you, Spirit, for all that glitters? What else, please and thank you, Spirit, for all that glitters? One card, please and thank you, Spirit. The Strength card, courage, passion, subtle power, persuasion, influence, inner strength, focus, and compassion. At the bottom, Eight of Cups, Ten of Wands with the Six of Swords. The Eight of Cups talks about disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal, escapism, walking away, leaving behind. Ten of Wands, burden, extra responsibility, hard work, completion. And the Six of Cups, transition, change, leaving behind, releasing baggage, moving on. With the Strength being there, the number 88 could definitely be significant. I feel like it's saying maybe you have to have the courage, okay, and be strong. All right. To maybe walk away from something that was burdening you, to close out a cycle, maybe to complete something, leave something behind here with the Six of Swords, release something, move on from something. Okay, it required a whole lot of strength and power, inner strength. Oh, maybe compassion for yourself, I feel like, okay, because you could have definitely cared about whoever this person was or whatever this is that you had to leave behind that was causing you a lot of burden. So I feel like it's talking about you caring more about yourself, putting yourself first, okay? Leo could definitely be significant. Okay. I feel like it's something about a lesson maybe that you've learned about something that looks good on the outside. But I feel like with this High Priestess, the Fool, Queen of Swords, and the Strength, it's like you followed your intuition. All right? And now it's like you're ready to explore new things. You're ready for new beginnings because you're seeing things clearly now. All right? And you had to find the strength to release this person and move on. So I just feel like maybe they looked at very good on the outside, but on the inside they were like rotten, evil, okay? All of those type of things. Let's get one more, please, and thank you, Spirit. But you could have loved this person a lot, okay? With this Strength card, I feel like it, as I said, it required a lot of strength and power to break away from this person and move away from them, okay? One more, please, and thank you, Spirit, for all that glitters. One more for all that glitters, please, and thank you, Spirit. Ace of Swords comes popping out. Scared the shit out of me. All right, mental clarity, breakthrough, new ideas, success, sharp mind, new conflict, and surgery. Okay, I definitely feel like with that Ace of Swords, it's just talking about you getting, as it says here, the mental clarity. All right, it's like you're no longer trapped mentally. Someone was trying to keep you stuck mentally, making you feel like you cannot release them or move on, okay? At the bottom, we have the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Queen of Wands, okay? Queen of Cups talks about compassion, comfort, calm, nurturing, healing, emotionally stable, intuitive, and caring. The Ace of Cups, love, compassion, excuse me, creativity, new feelings, spirituality, intuition, new baby proposal or marriage. And then the Queen of Wands, courage, confidence, independence, focus, zest for life, determination, and joy. All right. Yeah, I feel like you've broken free from this person and the stronghold or mental hold that they tried to have on you, okay? Maybe some type of new love could be coming in, okay? Maybe you're seeing things differently and just realizing, I feel like, who you are as a person, okay? And what you bring to the table. You know, like just realizing you deserve better. The number one could definitely be significant. But I definitely just feel like you realize your worth, okay? With this Ace of Swords, Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups, and Queen of Wands, you realize who you are. And just, I hate to say it that way, but like this person is beneath you, okay? Like you guys were never supposed to be together, or at least not for as long as you guys were. It was probably like a lesson that you needed to teach this person, or maybe a bit of healing that you needed to come in and provide. But I feel like you were supposed to walk away a long time ago. Maybe you were holding on to this person for superficial reasons, okay? It could have been a time where you felt like this person, like you were grateful to have this person because of their outside appearance. Like, I can't believe this person would choose someone like me. That type of energy, okay? So you could have been holding on to that person for those type of, validation or something. All right, let's get some more clarity, please, and thank you, Spirit. Clarify this High Priestess here. Intuition, sacred knowledge, the subconscious, divine feminine, trust yourself, sensitivity, purity, and high morals. Why is the High Priestess here? Please and thank you, Spirit. Lusting and only you. Devoted, attached, crave, forbidden, non-committal sexual energy. I feel like maybe you've realized that this person, because this is giving two different things. Lusting, non-committal has nothing to do with only you. Okay? So maybe it's like you following your intuition and knowing that this person is feeding you lies, okay? Illusions, things of that sort, okay? Trusting your intuition in that sense, okay? At the bottom we have pain, distance, and finality. Pain talks about apprehensive, afraid, cautious. Distance, separation, space, and blockage. Finality, farewell, leaving behind, and closure. Alright, so maybe it could have been painful for you to leave this person behind and end things. Okay? But I feel like you've done that, okay? I kept seeing this farewell card while I was shuffling. So I definitely feel like you've made the right choice leaving this person behind, okay? My children are woke now. But I've turned the TV on and just let them know. Let me finish this up and then I'll be right in there with you guys, okay? But let's continue on with the Fool card. New beginnings, possibilities, innocence, spontaneous optimism, trust in life, blind faith, adventure, opportunity, and pleasure. Clarify the Fool card, please, and thank you, Spirit. Shallow comes out. Hollow, empty, boredom. At the bottom, influences, attachment, third parties, peers, elusive, and rejection. Elusive talks about dishonesty, deception, and trickery, rejection, abandon, dismissed, irrational fear. I kind of feel like something about someone being shallow and at the same time afraid of rejection, afraid to be abandoned, dismissed, okay? Maybe they were abandoned as a child or something like that, okay? Maybe they, the people that they were hanging around here with influences, attachments, third parties, and peers influenced them, I mean, we can't really blame other people, but this is what the cards are saying. This is why they were in that energy of being elusive and shallow and rejection, dishonesty, deception, and trickery, okay? I feel like with this Fool card here as well, like they were always out looking for new things here, new beginnings, possibilities, okay? New opportunities, taking adventures with others, okay? One more, please, and thank you, Spirit, with this Fool card in shallow. Why is shallow here with the Fool card, please, and thank you, Spirit? Clinging, obsessing, holding on, spying, all right? At the bottom, spying, second chance, fantasy. This person may want a second chance with you, a new beginning with you, okay? Thinking about the possibilities of you two working out, maybe, okay? They could be holding on to you, not trying to release you, all right? They could be watching you on social media, trying to collect information about you, wanting to reconcile or make amends, have another opportunity with you. Fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, fantasizing, okay? I feel like maybe you give this person like a rush or something. Like you really make this person feel good. Healing was right behind that. And chemistry, let me try to see. So you guys definitely probably have some type of bond or connection. Okay. But I still don't feel like it's not saying anything about this person, you know, being loyal or committed, anything like that, okay? It's just like they love to be around your energy, okay? And they're empty, so they want a piece of you, all right? They want to hold on to you. What about this Queen of Swords here? Unbiased judgment, independent, clear boundaries, direct communication, clear-minded, perceptive. Please and thank you, Spirit. Clarify this Queen of Swords here. I'm going to shuffle them. This person could be a Leo, a fire sign. We have pride here. Pride, arrogance, ego, stubborn. Okay. They could be missing you very much. Thinking about you a lot. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords, please, and thank you, Spirit. Unbiased judgment, independent, clear boundaries, direct communication, clear-minded and perceptive. Why is the Queen of Swords here, please, and thank you, Spirit. $11:56 on the clock. That number could be significant. All right, so we have thinking, missing you, craving you, desiring. I think I just said that, okay? I feel like you know this person is thinking about you, but it's like I feel like you're out of that space of, you know, being emotionally weak for them, okay? Depth at the bottom, awareness, importance, value, divine, feminine, yin, feminine energy and memories, reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet, okay? This person is definitely thinking about you, thinking about all you bring to the table, the importance and value of you, that you are divine, feminine, okay? They're dwelling, reminiscing, thinking about memories that you guys had together, okay? I definitely feel like they missed out on an opportunity, because with this Queen of Swords, I feel like you've set boundaries with this person, okay? They don't have you the same way they used to, all right? One more for this thinking, missing you, craving, desiring with the Queen of Swords. Please and thank you, Spirit. One more. All right, we have escaping, avoiding, blocking, pushing away. All right? Definitely you are trying to block this person out, okay? Pushing them away, okay? Avoiding them. I feel like if you guys do communicate, you are not initiating the communication, okay? Like you might have kids with this person, like some type of communication must be had, but you're not just, you know, what are you doing? You know, trying to be friends with this person. It's like you only communicate when it's necessary, okay? We have conflict, stress, and then shocking at the bottom of the deck. Conflict talks about clashing, differences and compatibility. Stress talks about turbulence, tension, and arguments. Shocking, turmoil, trouble, unexpected. This person may be reaching out to you because of things that are going on in their household with whoever they're with now, okay? Maybe a lot of conflict, incompatibility, them not getting along, a lot of tension and arguments, a lot of turmoil. These all pretty much say the same thing. A lot of trouble in paradise is given, okay? What about this Strength card here? Courage, passion, subtle power, persuasion, influence, inner strength, focus, and compassion. Clarify the Strength card here, please, and thank you, Spirit. Feeling the urge to shuffle the cards. Clarify the Strength card. Courage, passion, subtle power, persuasion, influence, inner strength, focus, and compassion. Please and thank you, Spirit. Why is the Strength card here? All right, we have distracted, sidetrack, change, delays at the bottom, chasing, pursuit, toxicity, resilience, intuition, and confessions. Intuition talks about heart song, telepathy, inner knowing, confessions, unveiling, coming clean messages, okay? I feel like it has something to do with this person. They're very toxic, clearly here, okay? Maybe it's like a runner chaser type energy with you too, okay? But I feel like you know here with this intuition, telepathy, inner knowing, something. You know something. Maybe they're going to be confessing something, okay? With distracted, sidetrack, change, and delays. I feel like this person might be trying to like lie to you and make you think that, you know, they're a changed person. Okay, trying to persuade you or something into trusting them, believing whatever they're telling you, okay? But I feel like you're seeing through. You see right through them, okay? They could be trying to feed you illusions already, you know, and you're probably letting them know, I know what you're doing, okay? Let's get one more, please, and thank you, Spirit, for this distracted, sidetrack, change, delays. With the Strength card, please, and thank you, Spirit, why is distracted here with the Strength card. Longing, craving, aching, wanting, okay. Possibilities at the bottom with soulmates and peace. Possibilities, free-spirited, adventure, risk, soulmates, deep love, unity, connection, and then balance, peace, harmony, friendship, okay. I definitely feel like, this person misses you, definitely, okay. They think about you a lot. But I feel like they want your healing. They want you to bring some type of balance into their life here. All right? You could have definitely been a soulmate with this person. A strong connection, deep love here, unity, connection. All right? I really feel like maybe they did get distracted by all of them wanting to take risk and adventure out with other people and just do whatever they wanted to do with this possibilities, free spirit, adventure, risk, okay? And if you know anything about, you know, those type of things and engaging with multiple people, you know, connect with them spiritually and you're kind of like soul tied with them, okay? And I feel like they want your healing, okay? This is definitely a Leo that I'm talking about that is probably a whore, sleeps around, all right? But feels a strong connection with you and wants you around to bring them peace, like to heal them from all of their toxic ways. Not necessarily like heal, like them get better. I mean, they want you to like make them feel better in that type of way. When I say heal, they want you to bring them peace, like they can't be alone because their mind is always running and jumping and they can't stand their own thoughts and to think about their life and the choices that they made. And I feel like when you're around them, it's kind of like, you know, they can pass that on to you. They can get peace because they're passing all their traumas on to you. Okay, you could be an empath in that type of way. That's what I'm saying, okay? What about this Ace of Swords here? Mental clarity, breakthrough, new ideas, surgery, sharp mind, new conflict, or success. Clarify the Ace of Swords, please, and thank you, Spirit. Realization. Ace of Swords and realization pretty much say the same thing. Epiphanies, understanding, awakening. Hopelessness, sinking, despair, falling apart. Bitterness, resentment, anger, hurtful words, and commitment. Marriage, promises, fidelity. Okay, this person could be getting some type of clarity here or breakthrough, mental clarity, realizing something, awakening to something, understanding something, getting some type of epiphany. Okay. I feel like they're coming to terms with, you know, their state of mind, their emotional state. They're hopeless. They feel like they're sinking, like as if they're falling apart. They probably resent you or are very bitter, say hurtful things to you, very angry when they talk to you. All right? They may feel like you are in a commitment. You may be in a commitment. A marriage, promises, fidelity. Okay? Maybe they hate themselves for not, or resent them, feel some type of way about, you know, not committing to you. All right? And just because someone regrets something that they did, that doesn't mean that they're going to change, okay? They just, they can definitely do the same thing again. Okay, so just take heed to that. Just because this person, realizes their wrongs, that doesn't mean they're going to all of a sudden do the right thing. Some people love toxicity. Some people will say, you know what, I'll just deal with it when the time comes. They live in the moment at all times, just in the thrill, not thinking about. And I know that's, people say that that's what we need to do, but when you're in relationships, you definitely should be thinking about, that's just common sense. You don't go out and cheat and just say, well, I'm living in the moment. That's definitely a cop-out, okay? Let's get one more, though, for this Ace of Swords with realizations, epiphanies, understanding, and awakening. Please and thank you, Spirit. One more for this Ace of Swords with realizations, epiphanies, understandings, and awakening. All right, return, second chance, opportunity, making amends. At the bottom, confessions. This card has been coming out. Confessions, intuition, and chasing. Okay. The truth is, this person is realizing they would like a second chance with you. But as I said, that does not mean that they're going to change their ways or do right this time, okay? They probably want to confess something to you. All right, you probably already know it here with this intuition here. Maybe it's just a game of cat and mouse here with them, with chasing here, pursuit, toxicity, resilience. This person loves toxicity, okay? And it's like they love a chase. Maybe it's they only want you back because you walked away. And if you give them a second chance, they're going to do you exactly the way they did before, okay? So as I said here, just summing it up now, as I said here in the beginning with the, excuse me, all that glitters, pay attention to patterns and things of that sort, okay? And that's really what I'm getting here. You need to pay attention to this person's patterns. This person is really giving the energy of wanting to come back and wanting a second chance here, thinking about you a lot. Okay, and you might feel bad because you love this person and you care about them as well. But as I said, pay attention to patterns. I feel like maybe this has been an ongoing pattern. All right, so there's like zero possibility of them actually changing this time around. As I said, it's some type of toxicity with them wanting to only chase you because you walked away. So it's like once you give in, they're going to be back to their old ways, okay? Let's get one final message before we close out, please, and thank you, Spirit. One final message for myself and the collective before we close out. We have fork in the road here at the bottom as well, though. So I feel like it definitely talks about making a choice, and it says something about the road less traveled or the one well worn by others. And I feel like it's like, are you going to continue moving forward even though, as much as you love this person, you're not going to give in because you deserve better, or are you going to go back and repeat a cycle, okay? But let's get one final message. Please and thank you, Spirit, for myself and the collective. One card. I said one. I said one, Spirit. One final message. This is already 40 minutes long. What popped out was find the lesson. Something has happened and it has stopped you in your tracks. In reality, it was simply teaching you where you need to grow. There is no such thing as failure, so pick yourself up, learn from it, and keep going, okay? As I said here, whatever this relationship is, you weren't supposed to be in there long term. You're supposed to learn a lesson, maybe teach a lesson, and move on from it, okay? That's exactly what it says here. Find a lesson in it, okay? Some of you may feel like I'm supposed to be with this person. Maybe you taught them something. Maybe they taught you something, but it's time to take that lesson, put it in your back pocket, and move on, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have grounding. You are being asked to ground yourself. You have been spending too much time in your head, and it is time to pay attention to your body and to the earth. Go outside and plant your feet into the ground. Enjoy the centering feeling this brings, okay? You need to get into earth, do some grounding, step into some grass, some soil, something like that. Just go outside in nature, okay? So that is the message that I have for you guys today. I really hope that you enjoyed this message. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one, and you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.